Hello, nurse. Welcome back to Billy's Hobbies. Today we're painting a Hospitalia for my battle sisters. Not going live, this one's kind of intimidating. With how much is going on, it's a 2-for-1 model. Unlike the Space Marines Apocrypher with its custom base, I feel like that's only a figure and a half. So for this video, we're going to mainly focus on the Hospitalier, the Fallen Sister, and the base. And let's get started, and we're going to speed through the base layer. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So, fun fact about the Hospitalia, it's a leader unit, but she can also be added to a squad that already has a leader. I think it's really cool. You basically get the benefits of a healer and a leader in one unit. And the same kind of idea applies to units like the Dharmata and the Dialogus. Dry brush thing before we get too deep into the model. Now we're going into the details with Skull Crusher Brass. Up the first layer skin, and as always I'm using a mixture of white and red to make a pinkish color for the first layer. This should give your skin a little color. move on. Now let's put on the second layer skin. using a dark magenta for the book cover. This is so it doesn't clash with the red lining of her clothes. Of the figure done, let's move on to the base. I'm taking advantage of the texture here and dry brushing brown to create a mud effect. I'm letting a little bit hit the model too, just to tie everything together. wounds on the fallen sister didn't look quite intense enough compared to the box art, so I'm adding some clear red to create a stronger bleeding effect. Alright, I'm adding some light brown for some contrast. And let's finish it off with a wash. Apply the wash on the hospitalitor herself. I wanted her to look clean and clinical compared to the rest of the models. I only used the wash on the brass details and the medical equipment, and I think she turned out great, especially alongside the base. Alright, for the do's and don'ts, the only thing I would do is keep the hospitalitor separate from the base. While painting, it makes working on the base way easier. And that's it for this one. If you enjoyed this content and got to the end, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.